As the sun rises on a new day in the South African bush, the familiar call of the lion rings out through the land. The hunting of lions in South Africa has become a heated issue in recent years.
The African lion, known for its beauty and strength, is one of the most recognizable creatures on the planet.
Shut him down! Shut him down!
The hunter becomes the hunted. Dozens of protesters have gathered outside the office of American dentist Walter Palmer.
The Wildlife Service says the three main threats facing African lions are habitat loss, loss of prey base, and increased human-lion conflict.
We are always taught from a young age that there are two sides to every argument. So is there another viewpoint to this one? Are these hunters really the monsters that social media depicts them as? Or are they playing a key part in South African conservation? Many professional hunters in South Africa work for both ecotourism and hunting reserves.
My name's Ryan Fuller, and I've been a game ranger and professional hunter for the past 3 years. I am a professional hunter, but I'm not actively involved in any Big Five hunting. But I do know enough people that are involved, and I do feel that the hunting of the Big Five in South Africa is of importance to our conservation, and it is needed to conserve our wildlife in South Africa.
National Geographic have recently released a study that showed in African countries where hunting is still permitted, there is 22% more area owned by hunting lodges than all other conservation land combined. Today, there is an estimated 7,000 wild lions left in South Africa, with their numbers only set to diminish as our population continues to grow. As the lion population decreases, so too does their genetic diversity.
So we use the saying, we hunt to conserve. The hunting in general produces a lot of funds that goes back into our wildlife. Since all our animals are fenced up in South Africa, it's an important way of managing numbers. We work on 3 priorities, which is priority 1, soil, priority 2, your plants, and priority 3, your animals. And if you don't look after your first 2 priorities, you won't have any animals.
Ecotourism has been the key to many South African animals' conservation needs. But this is unfortunately not the case for the lion. Game farm owners can only have a limited number of lions on their reserves if they want to sustain the other species on their land.
They're trying to breed the best genetics into their male lions specifically that are getting hunted. So within these breeding camps and reserves, they're breeding good genetics. Besides these lions getting hunted, they're obviously getting sold too. So they do get sold to other breeding reserves and parks and so on, and game farms.
So how much is a lion worth? A lion in a hunting reserve can be worth up to $30,000 US, whereas a lion in a game reserve has little to no value.
All the money that gets paid towards hunting these animals goes back into the breeding and the looking after, the maintenance that goes towards looking after these animals. So it's of high importance to keep the hunting going and look after it as a management tool.
If both hunting and game reserves have a long-term interest in the continuation of the lion species, then are they both contributing to conservation? What is the definition of conservation in today's society? Does the survival of the species justify the sacrifice of select individuals? Maybe there are more facts to consider before potentially harming a multi-million-dollar industry and leaving thousands without jobs. The issue of hunting is a difficult one, and there is definitely more information to gain and questions to ask. But here at least, there is a glimpse into the other side of the argument.